Look at these. Full set. Mizuno, the S18s. That looks good, doesn't it? You know what this means. Let's go. Today is my full comprehensive review of the Mizuno S18 set of wedges. Let's do it. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. I'm gonna put these wedges to the full test. I'm gonna do a lot of shots around the greens, off tight lies, out of the rough, from 20, 30 yards, and out of the bunker, also at the range, so we can get a full swing comparison too. Here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for how the ball reacts off the club face. Does it shoot off hot? Does it come out dead? What kind of spin I get? I'm also looking at how the club looks. The top line looks off of just from my eye line. What does that look like? Does it look good? And the weight of the club, I want to know how it feels. Is it too heavy? Is it too light? I'm also looking at how the sole reacts off the turf, especially on those tighter lies. Also out of the sand, is it digging in too much? What does the bounce look like? How does that ball come out? Is it too hot? Is it too high? Is it too low? And then with my full shots, I want to see really what my ball penetration flight is. Is it launching it up too high? Are we getting too much spin? Or how does the ball sound off the club face and what does it feel like? So I'm putting this to the test, and then I will give you my wrap up and let you know what I think of these compared to many of the other wedges that I've tested out. Also, just so you know, I'm working with a 46 degree, which is my pitching wedge. I have a 50 degree gap wedge, a 54 degree sand wedge they call it, but it's just a utility wedge. That's what I like to say. And then a 58 degree lob wedge. That's the highest loft that I have. Let's get started. These are awesome looking, by the way. The blue finish. Really like that. Let's do it. First up, just a short little shot right here. Right from here, just to the short lift flag. We'll do a 54 degree for this shot. Sometimes you're gonna see me reach for other clubs. I just wanna compare the two. This is a Titleist SM7. I just wanna see the difference with the same, hopefully the same exact shot. Very similar club. Pretty good. The two clubs, by the way, that Titleist and this, they look totally different and they feel totally different. I'll talk more about that later. Let's move to a new shot. Next shot, we're just going right here to that flag right there. 50 degree wedge for this one. Okay, we're going right out of the rough right here. Just to this flag, 58 degree here. See how this performs out of this deal. I totally take all those from here. I would compare this to another club, but it just wouldn't be fair because all my other wedge setups are 60-degree wedges for my lob wedge. This is 58. So, but that's pretty good. I think it's equivalent to a 60, just a 58. Actually, I think I prefer a 58 at this point now because I get a little more, I can get the same height even if I open up, and I get a little more rollout. So I might stick to 58s from now on. But let's go to the sand trap and see. Okay, some longer chip and runs with the pitching wedge, 46 degree. We'll compare it with this guy too. Just gonna go right here. Further flag there that you see. Something like that. So we have 30 yards right now, and in this scenario, I'm gonna hit each one of the wedges, about 5 shots each, to the barrel, just trying to get a good feel, see how they react. 30 yards, every club. It's a good indication of really wedge performance, this type of situation. And we're gonna start with the pitching wedge, work our way up. All right, good stuff. Let's head to the range, hit some full shots with each club, see what kind of distance we get, and ball flight. Let's do it. Okay, these are right at 75 yards, the 58s. So I really like that number. Perfect number for that. These all went like right at the same distance. About 92 yards. There's a little headwind, so it could be, it's probably a 3 to 5 yard headwind. So right there, they were pretty good. All right, these are all carrying right at 106. Let's go pitching wedge. These are carrying 126. Let's wrap this up. So the Mizuno S18 wedges, these have, just technically, they are the 1025 boron carbon steel, which gives you 30% greater strength for longer lasting grooves. That's a good thing. It has a nice rounded silhouette. So nice shape for a wedge. It has a thicker upper blade here. You can see the thickness of the top edge. It's a lot thicker than your other wedges. So you get better consistency when you hit the ball on the top of the club face. So that's a good thing for when the ball's down the rough or around the greens. You want good performance from anywhere you strike it, whether it's low or high. So, and you can definitely feel it when you're hitting. The off centers, they don't feel off center or off height on the club face. They feel great. And you can get full custom on the Mizuno website. I'll leave a link below for that. So you can get different finishes, different loft and lie and bounce configurations, shaft options as well. So that's all on the Mizuno site. So you can really dial in your wedges perfectly for you. It also has what they call a harmonic impact technology. I don't know what that means, but it certainly feels good when I hit it, and you can feel the difference between this and other wedges. I definitely can feel the impact on the ball. I can feel my shots, which I like. I like to feel everything in my hands. I don't know if it's better or worse than some of the other top line models, but it definitely is noticeable. And the feel and the sound too is a little bit different than my other wedges. And so it's just a personal preference. I like the sound. I don't necessarily like it better than the other ones, but it's different and I do like it. So it's a good thing. It's a good sound. It's not one of those tinny or thunky, bad sounding wedges, which can, you know, drive you crazy after a while. So I don't like that. This sound is solid. I also like the finish of the face. A lot of times I use the black finished clubs because the sun doesn't glare back into my face versus the traditional, you know, bright stainless steel. So this doesn't, I don't get that glare back into my face, and I do like the silhouette with the blue, and then this, you know, the difference really gives it a nice look, helps me align it really well and set up perfectly every time. So I like the two-tone, different matching face. Really helps. When I'm hitting it on the range, man, the feel is good. No shot really went left. I didn't miss anything to the left. If I mishit it, it kind of went left and faded back to the right. My other clubs, if I mishit it, they did go left and stay left. I got good distance out of it. The ball flight was really consistent among all my wedges. There wasn't one that shot up and one that went low. They consistently went higher and higher and higher the more loft I added. I love the distance. I love the feel. I love the sound. I really am a fan of the Mizuno wedges. I love the back cavity here. I get a little extra pop on that ball in my full shots and a bit extra feel around the greens. So I love that too. So I will leave a link below for these. I'm a fan. I really like the feel. I like the top thicker edge. I like the ball reaction off the club face immediately from different grasses. For me, I loved it out of the sand. They perform great. I love the 58 setup, and they're gonna stay in my bag for a while. So anyways, I'll leave a link below for Mizuno. Check them out. If it works for you, awesome. Big fan for me. Thanks for watching. If you want some other video content, click right over here. Subscribe to the channel by clicking the logo. I love you guys. Peace out. We'll see you next time.